Been a while since I made a video where I just yapped and talked over some gameplay, so I thought I would do it today because I've reached a little bit of a benchmark as a pro amazing Splatoon player, and I kind of wanted to talk about it a little. So this morning, around 5 a.m., I finally was able to get my 5-star Undercover Brella after 3 years of playing Splatoon 3 and only using Undercover Brella. Seriously, I don't think I have very much time on any other weapon. Finally, I've gotten 5-star on the Undercover Brella. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record it. I literally just found my whole capture card setup less than an hour ago. If I could have, I would have. On top of that, right now I'm not really able to get internet on my Switch while it's recording. I don't know why. It's a lot of bullshit. I really haven't been playing Splatoon that much till very recently, and the reason I started playing Splatoon again was because Raiders is amazing. If you haven't played it, go play it. It is, personally, it's my game of the year. I think it is my game of the year. I don't think the only other game for me personally that I would say deserves game of the year is Pragmata, which that's like my actual game of the year pick for the actual game awards. That's what I want to win is Pragmata. Amazing game also. If you haven't played Pragmata, beautiful game. I love that game so much. But Raiders came out. I wasn't super hyped about it when it first got announced, and I pretty much ignored it throughout the entire process of trailers coming out and new news about the game. I didn't know anything about the game, so pretty much I was going in blind. I didn't even know it was Salmon Run adjacent or anything like that. I didn't know it starred the deep cut. I didn't know it starred deep cut at all. I didn't know anything about the game. But as it came closer and closer to release date, I did start to get a little excited. But I still tried to stay away from, any spoilers or anything about the game, which I was successful in. I didn't know shit going into this game. It is a really fun looter shooter. It's not super complicated. It's really easy to get into and play. But as a Splatoon game, it's really difficult, and it really challenged me. Where I've gotten, I'm not saying I'm some amazing Splatoon player, but I have gotten good enough where, stuff like Octo expansion and, Splatoon 3 single player, Alterna, whereas that challenged me when I was in high school and middle school when those came out, now they're pretty much nothing to me. I can do them with my eyes closed. They're really easy. And so as someone who's gotten to that point in Splatoon gameplay, Raiders was very much a breath of fresh air where, I actually felt challenged and I was like, oh my god, this is really fun. And it reminded me of, being a child. Splatoon 1 was the first game I ever pre-ordered. For a long time, Splatoon 1 and 2 were my two favorite games of all time. And they still are very close to me. They're a very important part of my life. I love the Splatoon games. I think I'm kind of soul bonded to them. Raiders made me feel like I was in 5th grade, 5th grade again, playing Splatoon 1 for the first time and raging at DJ Octavia, the final boss. It reminded me of the days when I would get home from school and I would just grind out Splatoon. And something you may not know about me because I don't really talk very much. I don't really do many app videos, but I used to be an extremely competitive Splatoon player. Back in Splatoon 2, when the game first came out, and Splatoon 1 also, but a little less, I was really heavy into competitive Splatoon. And I kind of stopped pretty early on. I stopped around when the Stingray buff came in, that horrid fucking update. That was around when I stopped caring really about, about competitive. And I more just played the game for fun, but I still did get on pretty much every single day for the next 3 or 4 years. I didn't stop when I stopped actively playing Splatoon around 2020. That's when I really slowed down. And then when Splatoon 3 came out, I played a little bit, but it really wasn't that much. But Raiders made me feel nostalgic for how I used to play the game, and I sort of miss that competitive aspect that I used to have, and so I'm trying to get a little better at Splatoon 3 and actually and actually trying. So I've been getting back on. I've been practicing more weapons. I'm still paying attention to Undercover Brella. Undercover Brella is my baby. And look, it may be dog shit. It may be one of the worst weapons in the game, but it's mine. It's my baby. I love that weapon so much, and I don't think there's anything that will stop me from playing that weapon. I just love it so much. Now that I'm playing ranked, though, maybe I can get to 10 stars. Maybe that's a little bit of a crazy dream, but right now in this Splatoon heavy mindset that I'm in, I really do kind of want to get 10 stars Undercover a little bit. I know that would be torturing my teammates and everyone that I play with. I've gotten so good at Undercover, I make it look like a B tier weapon instead of an F tier. Kind of crazy. But I'm in like a crazy Splatoon mood right now, and it's insane because I haven't been in a mood like this since like early Splatoon 2, late Splatoon 2, like Octo expansion. That is like the last time I was this into Splatoon. And it's great. I mean, really, I think Raiders really revitalized a lot of this love that I had for the series. Me and some of my first friends, we met in this comp server. I was someone who was teaching players. I was coaching players. And then we liked hanging out with each other, so we made our own server. And there we played Splatoon, but we mostly focused on Salmon Run. And so we called ourselves the Grizzlers. And I was super hard focused on Salmon Run. I sort of realized around then that, like, wow, this game is kind of not very fun to play competitively. I kind of just want to play for fun and just fuck around in it. Anyways, I know that I keep going off track onto different tangents, but that's kind of what the point of the. But back onto Raiders. I 100% of the game, pretty much 100% of the game. There's a few small things I haven't done, but I've made nearly a perfect build. I haven't done the bottomless buffet yet, like, post 99 floors, just because I don't really care. But other than that, I've pretty much finished the game. I've gotten all the outfits other than the, like, amiibo outfits. Yeah, I've made a basically nearly perfect build. I've beaten every stage 3 times, spicy, super spicy. I do eventually I know it doesn't really do anything, but I do kind of eventually want to 100% like the Pokedex, whatever the fuck it's called in the game, the Salmonpedia, but that's definitely something I'm gonna do later so I don't get burnt out on this game. Anyways, at the point that I'm at now, I'm very it's bittersweet because I really enjoyed playing this game. It's so fun, but fuck, I wish there was more. I wish there was more to do. The obvious evolution to that is go play Splatoon 3, the game you abandoned. Sort of as I'm playing Splatoon 3, it feels like we're getting to that point in the game where it's slowing down, where things are slowing down. I got that same feeling with Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1, where you kind of tell that we're getting a new game. Like, you can tell something's about to get announced. Obviously, it's probably going to be Splatoon 4, which I'm kind of excited for. I don't really know how they're going to do it, just because it sort of feels like they're trying to stick with this game. It feels like they really don't want to let it go yet. And with things like badges, I'm sort of like, how is that going to work? Are you going to just, reset badges? You know how hard people work for those? For most games, badges are kind of just something you get throughout playing the game. But a lot of the badges in Splatoon 3 really show dedication to one aspect of the game or different aspects of the game. It would be kind of a waste if in Splatoon 4 they just throw them away or reset them and are just like, go do it again. Like, getting 10 million points on Grizzco. I'm sure that people, unless you're really fucking into Grizzco and Salmon Run, I doubt people who got that badge are gonna, in Splatoon 4, be like, time to grind that badge again. I mean, I'm sure someone will do it, but most people, I can't imagine most people would want to do that. That just sounds like hell. I know I'm like hard focused on badges here, but there's a lot of things about Splatoon 3 which it feels like they're trying to make it a little more permanent. I don't really know if that's the best way to describe it. My hope is we have 2 more years of 3. So I mean, I'm not like super involved with, you know, Splatoon as a game anymore. So I'm sure someone who is way more involved would be like, fuck no, we need 4 right now. But for me personally, I kind of hope we get another 2 years. As for a little life update, I'm currently moving to a new state for a job. And because of the nature of that job, I'm going to have a lot more time to work on personal art projects and things like that. And one of those, for me, is my YouTube channel. I would really like to start making more YouTube videos again. I love making YouTube videos. It's not something I really want to do as like a career, but I just like making them. And like for me, I don't really care about high views. I mean, I do. I obviously, you know, I want people to see my videos, but at the same time, just the process of editing videos and recording them, that is really fun to me personally. I don't know if I'm going to stick to a video game, which I know is going to probably hurt me in the long run. You know, people subscribe to channels because they want to see specific content, and if I'm switching between, you know, Monster Hunter or Fortnite or Splatoon or Mario Kart or whatever the hell I'm playing, you know, it's not going to get as many views as, you know, someone who hard focuses on a game and makes content for one game. But that's just not what I want to do. I love video games generally. I love making videos. I love video games. I like making videos on the video games I play. And to me, it really doesn't matter. I mean, if I get some fans that are loyal and watch my videos no matter what piece of shit I put out there, that's great. But I don't want to be, you know, a slave to the algorithm and forced to do one type of video for the rest of my career on YouTube. That sounds like hell to me. And so I really want to just, you know, do what I'm doing now, making videos on the video games I play. I'm trying to get more comfortable making videos by myself where, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing now and just talking. It's very hard for me. I struggle a lot with, you know, forming sentences one after another. You know, speaking English, I struggle with that. I'm trying my hardest to not say and all these, and you know. And in the future, I don't plan on making like scripted videos in the future or anything like that, but I do really like just getting all of my opinions out there and making like a vlog type video. It's fun for me. It really helps me just process, you know, the thoughts that I have in my head. So, and you know, we just get them all out there, and so I can chill for the rest of the day. It's like free medication, except the only side effect is I'm like a loser chud who nerds out over video games. Anyways, I know this video was very chaotic and didn't really have a point to it, but that's kind of the point. I just wanted to get all my opinions out there and make this kind of like a little diary entry, I guess. Just yapping about random stuff that's on my mind. So if you watch the entire thing, thank you, I guess. Thank you for having some interest in my thoughts. I will be trying to post some more videos soon. I can't really say like exactly what those videos will be, but you know, generally I would like to, for one, make more videos just, you know, yapping, and then 2, making more videos with my friends where we're, you know, doing co-op games or just fucking around, because those are some of the most fun videos for me, especially just because I can go back and, you know, watch them and see these fun moments that I've had. So again, thank you for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye bye.